Hello everyone, I hope everyone is good and doing well. So for this week we're focusing on chapter 11, which is about Stiochiometry. And for this chapter we're going to be looking into two things. The first one is calculating now the quantities of the reactants that are needed or the products that are produced in a chemical reaction. Alright, and the second part of this we'll be determining now the limiting reactant in a chemical reaction. All right, so for the first one, which is this one, yeah, we looking into 6 easy steps that you can follow to tackle this, right? And then the first one is you have to balance the equation. Okay, you balance the equation that we did in chapter 10, and then also the second step is to write a symbol at what is asked. So it can be X, Y, a question mark, whatever symbol that will not confuse you, that you prefer. All right. And then the third step is to convert now the grams to the moles. We did that in chapter 9. And the fourth one is to determine the moles of other substances by using the ratio of the balanced equation. So that is why it is important for us to balance the equation. All right. And then the fifth one is to convert the calculated moles to grams. And then the last one, that's where you check the results. All right. So the question might be in this way: how many grams of a certain reactant will be needed to produce grams of certain product, and how many grams of a product of a certain product are formed. All right. So let's look into this example. It reads: how many grams of H2O2 are needed to prepare 48.64 grams of H2O, and what are the grams of O2? All right. So the first step is to balance the equation because it was not balanced. So the first step there, you balance the equation, and from balancing you got the ratio. All right. So that is 2:1:2. All right. And then the second step, you write a symbol at what is asked, and you also write down the given. All right. So I said it can be an X, a question mark, or whatever that you prefer that will not confuse you. All right. So and then you write down what's given there. So we were given 48.64 grams of H2O. Then the third step now, that's where you convert now these grams into moles. Okay, so we know when we convert from grams to moles, we say now the grams divided by the molar mass, and it gives us the number of moles. So those are the number of moles we got. And then on the fourth step, that's now where we use the ratio. All right, so we can see that now H2O2 has 2, the ratio there is 2:1:2, so it has 2, and H2O also has 2 there. Therefore H2O2 will have the same number of moles as H2O. All right, hence now we've got that there. We still have 2.699972245, all right, moles. And then the ratio is 2:1:2. Therefore for oxygen you're gonna divide that, so it's going to be half of that, and then it will be 1.349986,123 moles. All right. And then the fifth step, that's where now you convert these moles that you got to what now? To the grams. All right. So you convert these moles to grams, and then when you convert from moles to grams, you say the moles times the molar mass, it gives you the grams. You still do that there, and then this you already got there initially, so you put it there, and then you come to the last step whereby you check your result. All right, we check your results, so they should be equal. The left hand side should be equal the right hand side. All right, so you have 91.836,855.94 grams, and on the other side we have 91.836,855.96 grams. So the last digit does not the same, but it does happen in other cases, so it is okay. And then for the second part, where now we're dealing with the limiting reactant, that's where now We still follow the same steps, okay, but now there's there's no one added step, but it will seem like there's a one added step, so therefore it will seem like we have 7 steps, okay. Yeah, but there's really no added step. So again, you balance the equation, you still do the same procedure, just now at the fourth one now, or the fourth step, that's where now you determine the limiting reactant. Determining the limiting reactant, you determine it the moles of other substances by using the ratio of the balance equation. Still the same step, but just that here you determine the limiting reactant. We'll do that using the conversion factor method, okay. Use the conversion factor method. You will see how I went about it in the second video, okay. And then you after that you're gonna convert the calculated moles to grams, and voila, the 6th step, that's where now you check the results. So the question might be put in this way: how many grams of a certain reactant are needed to prepare the grams of product X and grams of product Y. Okay, just an example of how you might get it. Okay, so you will watch the second part of the video to see how we go about with limiting reactants. Thank you.